Now's your final chance to carry over your Stadia Hitman 3 progress before it's gone for good. It seems like Starfield might be getting delayed, and we'll be getting some more gameplay of the day before real soon. But to kick things off, we're going to be talking about Microsoft facing EU antitrust warnings over the Activision Blizzard deal, so let's get to it. Just this morning, we got a lot of buzz about the European Commission readying a charge sheet known as a Statement of Objections, setting out its concerns about the deal that will be sent to Microsoft in the coming weeks. While this is certainly a new development and did need to be reported, I want to make it very clear that it was kind of expected. This doesn't further decrease the chances of the deal happening or further increase it for that matter. What it does is clarify that a Statement of Objections will be coming in late January or early February, and that they're already in informal talks about concessions, but no formal talks will take place until the Statement of Objections is fully ready. What is very interesting and worth noting though, is that these Statement of Objections from the EC seem to be on pace to arrive around the same time as the provisional findings from the CMA. And overall, we'll have a much better idea of what's going to happen with this deal once we know exactly what both the CMA and the EC have decided. Right now, it's way too early to say whether or not this deal is going through or it's getting blocked. Now let's move from one Microsoft story to the next, and I need to clarify that this is a rumor, so take it for what it is. According to the YouTuber Mr. Matty Plays, Starfield might not be launching in the first half of 2023. Starfield may be getting a possible bump out of the first half because it's currently undated. He believes that it's still coming this summer, but it's possibly been delayed out of the first half. He states that this is coming from a source of somebody he trusts quite a bit, and that they've been correct and never been wrong with what they've told him. I think it's worth pointing out that this isn't the only rumor we've heard of Starfield getting delayed recently either. Not too long ago, a Sony exclusive title was leaked that was very early in development over on a forum. The same people who leaked that also implied that Starfield was going to get delayed in a later post, but then removed that post entirely. Obviously, still a rumor, but I gotta be honest, I wouldn't be too surprised to see Starfield get delayed here. And real talk, I'd rather it be delayed and made a good game rather than it release at an unfinished state, much like Cyberpunk 2077 did. I also think it's worth pointing out that this is a very important release for Microsoft, and it's going to be their flagship game this year by far. It's about time we start to see those acquisitions really come into play for Microsoft. But now let's move on to the final warning to carry over your Hitman 3 progress from Stadia to the platform of your choice. With Stadia shutting down January 18th, January 17th will be your last chance to link your IOI account to Google Stadia. So if you haven't already, be sure to link your IOI account. Seriously, I can't stress this enough, it's super important if you value your time on Hitman 3 on the platform. To do this, simply launch the game on Stadia, go to your options, go to IOI account, and set everything up there. Once you've done that, you simply make sure you're signed into the same IOI account on whichever platform you plan to continue playing off of, and then you can start the Stadia progression carryover process. I'll put a link in the description below for a step-by-step process from IOI themselves, but just be aware that the actual carryover will be executed on January 26th with the release of patch 3.140. It'll carry over your campaign progress, XP, challenge status, item unlocks, mastery levels, and achievements as well. And quick word of warning in case you didn't know, the Stadia progress will overwrite all existing progression on the platform you choose. Big credit to IO Interactive for making this possible. I know a lot of people will appreciate this, especially those who invested a lot of time into the Hitman series on Stadia. By far some of the best ports on that platform, and it was great to play them there. But now let's move on to the last story, and it has to do with one of the most anticipated games releasing on GeForce Now this year. It's called The Day Before, and it's one of the most wish-listed games on Steam that a lot of people aren't convinced exists. There's a lot of skepticism about this game, and I myself am pretty skeptical still. I'll be making a more in-depth video soon on the channel about this game, so look out for that. But long story short, a lot of people, including myself, think it just looks too good to be true. The game itself is just weeks away, it releases March 1st, and we haven't really seen raw gameplay footage showcasing a lot of the mechanics that are promised. Because of all the skepticism, it seems like the developers are getting ready to release that gameplay that we've been asking for as a community though. Over on their Discord, they stated the following: "This month we will be releasing raw gameplay footage as per the numerous requests received from our community. This footage will showcase a majority of features and gameplay elements requested by our community and will provide a clear glimpse into the current state of the development of The Day Before. We hope you enjoy it." At the very least, we'll probably have a good idea of what the state of the game is, how it actually looks somewhat soon. The game's right around the corner after all. If it ends up being exactly what's advertised, I can see this game being pretty huge because it seems like a game that a lot of people would love to play. And the fact that we know it's launching on GeForce Now is also a huge plus for us cloud gamers. And with that, we've wrapped up this Cloud Gaming News Day. If you enjoyed the video or found it helpful at all, be sure to hit that like button as it really does help the channel out, and if you're wanting more content like this, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell as well. As always, thank you for watching the video. This has been the Virtual Cloud, giving you the latest and greatest on everything cloud gaming related, and until next time, I'll catch you in the clouds.